is Max. I live in Monterey, California. I'm a big-time backpacker, runner, and I'd consider myself a rookie CrossFitter. And I'm engaged to my best friend, who's also an ambassador, Jay Gross. We consider ourselves non-binary. Our pronouns are they, them. And basically that just means, for us, like, gender fluctuates, but generally we find ourselves in the middle of the gender spectrum, so not considered male and not considered female, just kind of somewhere in the dark grounds in between. So we started an Instagram page called The Non-Binary Nomads because we do a lot of traveling and, we share our experience being queer in the outdoors.
So I'm Stacia, and I'm currently in nursing school. Kind of what brought me to the outdoors and my big experience in the outdoors has been based around through hiking the Appalachian Trail, and kind of the experiences that I had doing that have led me to pursue a career that will allow me to be active in the outdoors and go hiking and backpacking as much as possible. A lot of people, whenever I tell them I'm going to nursing school, they're like, why? The hours are so terrible. I'm like, no, the hours are great. There is not just the option, but often the necessity to work 12 to 14-hour days, but then you only work 3 to 4 days a week, as opposed to the typical 5-day work week that, like, most American jobs have. So that's really appealing to me just because of the downtime each week that it leads me to plan trips and go do fun things. I found Out There podcast kind of by accident. I was searching the internet for, like, lists of good outdoor podcasts, and I looked it up and listened to an episode, and I was just kind of like, wow, this is really good. I really just love the storytelling aspect of it as opposed to what most other outdoor podcasts seem to do, which is interviews, which interviews can be very interesting. But to me, the stories were really compelling and they felt super relatable. Whenever I saw the opportunity to become an ambassador, I was like, I have really enjoyed listening to this podcast, and I wish more people knew about it. And I think that more people could benefit from the stories that are being told and the content that's being shared. And so it was just kind of an opportunity to spread the word about something that I already enjoyed.
I'd have to say telling people that I'm an ambassador is really cool. I've never had that before. So when somebody asks me what's my favorite podcast, which comes up pretty often, like in through hiking, for instance, that's a pretty big question. I'll say, well, I'm an ambassador for this amazing podcast called Out There, and you should go check it out and maybe hear my voice and go check out all my friends. And that's been really cool.
What being an ambassador has kind of done for me is it's helped me, I guess, be a little bit more thoughtful about and intentional about, like, some of the posts that I'm making on social media, the message that I'm sharing, and kind of reflecting on some of the experiences that I've had in a different way than maybe I had thought about them before. And in addition to that, in addition to being an ambassador and sharing the news about the podcast, it's also connected me to some really cool people that otherwise I would never have met or known anything about.
I didn't know that there was such a community behind it, I think. When I applied, it was kind of just maybe we'll give this a shot and see if we can, be a big deal kind of thing and get more Instagram followers. Over time, though, I've realized that there's kind of this weird shift where we're not really in it for the count anymore. Like, sure, that's, it's great to have a bunch of people following us, but we're kind of more about the community and the quality of people behind it.
I was looking forward to the episodes a lot before I became an ambassador, but now it's like I cannot wait until the next episode comes out because it's like I know it's going to be good, and then I get excited about trying to create content surrounding that episode, and getting to kind of do some introspection and reflection on my experiences and how they relate to whatever the theme is for that episode.
So when you look at me, I'm kind of a sight to see for a lot of people, I guess. I have short hair. It's shaved on the sides. Sometimes I wear big earrings. Sometimes I don't wear earrings at all. And if somebody were to tell you that's a girl, you could see that. But if somebody were to tell you that's a boy, you could also see that. And it confuses a lot of people. So when I wear the out there gear, it kind of gives people a conversation starter, which is really cool and something that I'm trying to use to my advantage almost, where, you know, somebody will look at me and be like, is this a boy or is this a girl, or, you know, is this neither? Like, how do I talk to this person? And so they'll use my out there sweatshirt or t-shirt or whatever to start a conversation or, you know, so I love it. It helps me, and I think it helps people, and that's just one of the weird many ways that out there has kind of changed my life in a way.